All right, everybody, welcome back to Movie Talks Show. We're your hosts. I am Tony Serrato.
I am Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
And happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween indeed.
Because this week is Halloween week. Yes. They did the mash. They did the monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?
You two just offended all of Britain.
Oh, whatever. Sorry, Britain. So sensitive. If you've seen their sense of humor, you can't offend them.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so Halloween episode. Patrick had a challenge, and he apparently did the challenge because he came over very disappointed and sad and scared and frightened and angry. So
Apparently went through 3 pair of underwear in the same night.
Yes.
Just one.
Just one.
It's a good thing Publix sells Depends.
Yeah, I'll wear. I bought the rubber sheets. Damn it.
But I do need a new couch.
Yes. And tile. How'd you mess up tile? Don't worry about it.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
Tile is expensive to replace.
Tile is very expensive to
I
replace.
got a very cheap wooden floor.
Yes, yes. So Patrick was given the opportunity to watch a phenomenal new suspense thriller, scary movie. Some people have their own opinions about it, whether it's just suspense, thriller, mind-bending, or horror.
I will say that I think they invented a new genre for this movie.
Yeah.
Because I went to it's on Paramount Plus, and when I clicked on the video, it's like, all right, this is a horror, suspenseful, sinister movie. When did sinister become a genre? And why am I watching a movie that is classified in it?
When they started titling movies Sinister.
And to be fair, it's an apt description. This movie is seriously sinister.
So Patrick watched the movie Vicious.
Vicious.
It's fairly new. I think it just came out this year.
Yeah,
I believe.
it's 2025.
2025. It's a jump scare type movie. It's very fun, but Patrick watched it all the way
Define
through.
fun,
It's
because that
fun.
was not fun to
It's
me.
fun.
Oddly enough, I'm wondering if this is Dakota Fanning's new genre, you know,
Yeah.
out of child acting into horror films.
To be
Yep.
fair, she did a great job.
Yeah. Well, she was really good in The Watchers, too.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, tell
Yes.
us about Vicious.
Well, one, it's terrifying. Where do I begin with this fucking movie?
Well, like most movies, start at the beginning.
It starts with Dakota Fanning talking very low into the camera, which doesn't happen again, and I'm not really sure where it would happen in the movie.
Kind of like the beginning of the Blair Witch Project, or,
Yeah.
or the scene when Heather's talking into the camera near the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, without
but
the
I think
snot drooling down her nose.
She was talking so low, I had to turn on closed captionings because I know this is a horror movie and she's probably going to scream her head off it a few times, and I have neighbors. So I turned on closed captioning. Fun fact, that does not help with horror.
No, it doesn't. Because sometimes, before you even know that something's there, I've seen that because I also
That's happened,
watched.
and we'll get into it.
I also watched the Insidious movies, Conjuring.
Conjuring.
And so, like, on there, before you can even, like, I don't have the best hearing in the world, but you hear, like, faint echo. And, like, it starts building. And then you're like, it's just a black corner they're looking into. I'm like, all right, I don't need to know that.
Noise coming
Let
from
me
the
hear
corner.
it when I'm ready to hear it,
Yeah.
damn it.
This movie has also ruined Christmas music and helping out old women.
I thought Krampus did that.
I'll watch Krampus all day long compared to this movie.
Yeah, so right next to Nightmare Before Christmas, this is the next Christmas Halloween movie.
Yeah. Don't, I'm not advocating for this movie. You'll never get me to do it. To be fair, if you like scary movies and you like being scared, please go watch it. You'll have a great time. I could just picture you were on your couch with like a bag of popcorn. You're like, this is awesome.
Yeah, it was actually.
I'm watching half these scenes through my fingers.
I had Twizzlers. It was great.
Twizzlers?
It was great.
But no, it starts with Dakota Fanning coming home from her day job. You don't know, not really explains what it is, but she has a voicemail saying she's going to have to work the double the next day. So I'm assuming like waitress or
Probably a
something like
server,
that.
yeah.
And then there's a lot of environmental storytelling in this one because she lives in a very nice duplex, but it is just covered in garbage and crap she is yet to put away. Mm-hmm. You can tell that she wants to be an artist, but she dropped out of school and she's trying to find a new job. It's like her life is a mess. even though she brought home very nice produce. So she's trying to stay fit, at least.
Yes. Well,
Good for her. Oh, this also ruined cute, adorable, like ceramic monkeys that you would place in a kitchen or something.
I never really had an affinity for ceramic monkeys.
When I first-
thanks for telling me it's gonna ruin it now.
Yeah, the puppet master
Yeah.
ruined that for me with the little symbol monkey.
Well, she was rinsing out like a little wine glass, and you see that little ceramic monkey on the kitchen countertop, which comes back to play later. Did not see that one coming.
Yep.
And I was like,
monkeys.
oh, well, that's cute. I think that's a nice little decoration. Nope, burn that shit.
I know what to get Patrick for Christmas now.
Yeah.
Ceramic monkey.
If you want to see that bitch tied to a firework on January 1st.
Oh, I'm just gonna place it in your apartment.
Randomly. Just open up a closet.
I'm gonna get a phone call. God damn it, Gavin! I found it. It was in my bathroom, and thankfully, because I shit myself.
Quick side note: it's like in a Community, that episode where they repeat the same thing at the dinner party over and over
Oh,
again.
yeah.
And Pierce had given what's his name, the gnome that he
Oh,
was frightened
yeah.
of, and every time he looks around, the gnome's sitting there.
My buddy and his girlfriend moved in one time, and I genuinely considered buying 2 weeping angels. One that was normal and one that I would give to his girlfriend that she could just swap it out for something and place it all around the apartment. Couldn't find him. Otherwise, I would have done it. Freak his ass out.
Oh, we are so sinister.
Yes, sinister.
Okay, so
Back on monkeys.
Yeah. Well, no, she's home from work and she's just unwinding. She's got a glass of wine. She's eating food and just doom scrolling through Instagram. She's one of those freaks that actually clicks the heart button instead of just double tapping the photo. God, it makes me sick.
Okay. All right. Enough about your neuroses.
Yes.
Just go back to.
Then there's a knock at the door, and this is where it gets weird.
Thanks for making that above the table. I'd been worried if it was below.
And if it was 3 times, what control?
Good for you.
What control you have?
But so she answers the door, and it's this little old woman who seems lost and confused. Now, I don't know if they did this post in editing or if it was just like a trick of the light, but honestly, watching the movie, it looked like her eyes were just her pupils. Like, they just look straight black. And she's trying to be nice to her and be like, ma'am, do you want to come inside and I can help you find a ride or something like that? And my first thought was, do not invite the creepy old lady with pure black eyes into your house. She does. And then the little old lady, you see like a glimpse. She's missing 2 fingers off her left hand. And that's another sign. Don't let the bleeding woman with pure black eyes into your apartment. But she does.
Well, she came off as kind of senile.
Yeah.
Because
Like
when
lost
she
and
knocked,
confused. And
yeah,
she's
she-
like, I used to know somebody who lived
Yeah.
here and that kind of stuff.
And her son left her
Like
a card to call a cab.
Yeah.
My son gave me the number.
I could never get the phones to work, even the
Yeah.
little flip phones. Like, she seemed like a very nice, sweet old lady.
Minus the fingers missing and the black pupils.
And
Yeah. Well, the black pupils go away when she goes
Yeah,
inside.
I know.
But, sorry.
Another knock on the door.
And then she's sitting down. She's like, you were so nice to me. You're going to die tonight. And then shit just gets real. She picks up a box out of her bag, puts it on the coffee table, opens it up, and puts down a old school hourglass with sand. And then he's like, you're going to die tonight. You're probably scared. You're probably angry. But it doesn't matter. You're going to die tonight. And then Dakota Fanning kicks her out, kicks the box out, and then calls her mom. Just, something weird just happened. I'd like to speak to someone I know and love. And then apparently the box is in the middle of the road. And then 10 minutes later, it's on her coffee table again. And Dakota Fanning is losing her fucking mind. As one would. So she calls her mom again. And well, this time she's trying on outfits for like a job interview she has the next day. And I saw the mirror in the background. I was like, I'm going to see something out of that. Sure as shit. I saw something walk by in the hallway. And then that was fun. And then at that point, I was like, all right, there's weird-ass 1950s music playing, and I just saw something walk by. Hold on.
Because I'm here for you,
So this
my
box,
baby.
this box wasn't the one of where you press it somewhere Someone somewhere you don't know will die. But
So
you get $1
I
million.
got that vibe too. Like,
When it first came out.
No, and it's not a Cenobite box either.
Yeah.
It's not a puzzle box.
Thank God. I will never fuck with a puzzle box. Don't even put a Rubik's Cube in front of me. You're trying to trick me.
I did get that vibe from the box with Cameron Diaz, but towards the end, it turns into a little bit more of a different movie. But we'll get there. So she's getting ready. There's a figure that goes across in the mirror, and then all you hear is, all I heard, because I didn't see it, but I think you see like a face go right up to like behind her head and just goes, ah, and then freaks out, which anyone would, because you live alone and there was just someone behind you. So she calls her mom again, and she says, hey, I don't know why I'm freaking out, but I could have sworn you were just here with me and, scaring me because you're evil, apparently. Mm-hmm. But she's keep talking, and she's talking, and she's like, I don't know how the box got back into my house. Mom's like, well, maybe you picked it up and put it back inside and forgot. She's like, I didn't. She's like, oh, we know. I'm not your mom. You're going to die tonight.
Oh.
Well, you got to forget there's a little prefix to all this. When she's talking to her mother, because she talks to her earlier beforehand, and her mom wants her to get back on track in life, and the way she always talks to her, she's like, oh, baby girl.
Baby doll,
it'll be fine. You just got to calm down. Like, she's very calm. And then when it gets to that point, she's like, Ma, you in the house? You're forgetting to tell him. She's like, I hear something upstairs. She's like, well, go check. She's like, maybe I'm in the closet or something.
Yeah, something like that. No, that was the dad. That was the phone
dad.
call with the dad.
And then, no, actually, the mom says it. She's like, maybe I'm in there. Maybe I'm.
No,
in,
I thought
in
it was
room.
the dad.
He does something too, but
Yeah.
I do remember the mother. And then after that, she's like, Mom. I was like, I'm not your mother. I'm not Mom. And
That
then,
freaked me out more than the face behind
Yeah.
the head.
It kind of reminded you almost of Scream a little bit. Hello,
Yeah.
Cindy.
I'm in the house.
The call's coming from inside the
Yeah.
house. But yeah, and then she goes on to this, like, you need to put 3 things in the box: something you hate, something you need, and something you love. And she's like, but the sands isn't trickling down. She's like, well, you haven't started yet. And like, we and I will know when you lie, or something like that. Like real cult vibes, supernatural cult vibes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And then the game
Shallow
is
and
afoot.
pedantic.
So,
The game is afoot.
well, actually,
There was a few different body parts. But
yeah. So the first thing she does is something she hates. So she puts her pack of cigarettes into the box, closes the lid, opens it. It's still there. Then the phone rings again, playing that 1950s creepy ass movie.
Because I'll help you, my baby.
Yes. It's her dad this time. And she answers the phone, and she doesn't even say hello. She just says, you're dead. How are you calling me? She's like, oh, baby doll. You can't just put something you're supposed to hate in there. You have to put something... Oh, no, I'm skipping a bit.
You are skipping a bit.
She throws up the key and then tries to leave the house. Yeah, so when she puts the box of cigarettes in there and doesn't go away, she starts having like a coughing fit. And then she literally throws up what I thought was like a music box key. It's real old and small. And she just shoves it away. And then does she leave the house after that? Yes, that's when she goes to the neighbor's
You
house.
saw the movie. You're telling me.
Yeah, apparently I've repressed a lot of this, and now it's flooding back.
Repressed.
So after she throws up the key, she like pushes it away and she leaves her house, and she goes to her neighbor's house, and she's like, "Thank God, you're the person on the block who's opened their door. I need to call the cops. My phone's not working. Can you please let me in?" She's like, "Yes, come on." She's on the phone with her husband traveling home from somewhere. So she gets her like a cup of water. She's sitting in the dining room or the kitchen nook or something like that.
It's a kitchen.
Yeah. And she's walking around talking with her husband, and she's like, "Oh, I'm getting another call. Hold on, let me answer that one."
Well, you got to remember too. What you're missing in that is the girl is freaking out. She's constantly asking her. It's almost like the woman's kind of ignoring her.
Yeah.
She's talking. She's like, "Ma'am, can I just need to use the phone, please? Can I just use the phone?" And she's talking.
She's
like,
just
"Hang on a
walking
second,
around
yeah."
talking with her
Yeah.
husband, like, yeah, 1 minute, or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she gets another call. And she's like, "Oh, the police are calling." And you could see like a little glimmer of hope in Dakota Fanny's eyes when she hears, "Oh, the police are finally coming to investigate this stuff." And then the woman is like, yes, I understand. Yeah, I could do that. That's not a problem. Sure. She hangs up the phone. And then she picks up a kitchen knife and says, "Look at what you made me do," and then stabs herself in the face. Yeah.
Yeah, she lays it down on the counter, holds it, and just lays on it.
You just slams her cheek
Full
into
on
it.
John Wicks it.
Yeah.
But into her own cheek with this butcher's knife. And then she says something even more sinister, like, "We and I know when you..." I think she repeats the line, "We and I know when you lie." And she still has the kitchen knife on the counter and then slams her neck into it and then collapses. And she's like, "You're going to die tonight," before she dies. And then you notice on her chest, she has something carved into it. I can't remember what it said.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But
But it's just weird as hell. So
some surprises left for the viewers.
Yeah.
If you could tell us what was carved on that chest.
So obviously she gets the hell out of that house and she goes back to her demon house. I don't know. I think I'd just start running a fucking marathon 25 miles away from where I lived.
We and I know when you lie.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm not running a marathon.
And when you run. Yeah. I do running all the time. I sit on the couch.
So when she gets back in, that's when she gets the call from her dad saying, "You're dead. How are you calling me?" And then he explains, like, "Baby doll, you can't put something in there that you want to hate. It has to be something that you actually do hate." And she recognizes the key is to like a chest in her walk-in closet upstairs. So she's having this awful conversation with her dead father, and she knows what he's talking about. So she grabs the key, she goes into her closet, and she opens it, and she finds a bunch of photos of her dad, who she clearly cared about a lot. And then through the photographs, you see that he went through cancer, clearly. And then he passed away. And that right next to the photos is the cross that he would always wear, like a necklace. And before I get to this question, let's get to the real jump scare of the movie. This is the subtitles that almost made me die, because you're watching Dakota Fanning in her closet, just quote unquote heavy breathing. That's all the subtitles say. But the door,
Panting.
the door closed behind her and it won't let her out. And then the subtitles, you're looking at Dakota Fanning, you could hear her breathing, but the subtitle says, "Man, heavy breathing." I was like, I knew something was in this closet, but I did not need to know I was looking through his eyes. I was like, okay, this is going to get messed up. And then the man, you presume it's her dad, because he's wearing the same hospital gown that he was in the photos, but he's also looked like chemically burned. Like he had lesions all over his face and arms and everything.
Think of like Deadpool.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like he went through chemo, but instead of doing it the right way, they just dumped it on his face and body. So he, jumps out and grabs her, and then she falls out of the closet and she thinks she's safe, and then he just comes at her again and tries to drag her back into the closet, and then it stops. Yeah, so that was chill.
And they all lived happily ever after.
Yeah, but I also should mention that when she's on the phone with her dad, he's like, "You were such a cute little girl when, you would always have me check under your bed and in your closet for monsters. But what if I was lying? What if they actually were there?" Yeah, I peed a little. But she goes with the dad's cross in her hand. She goes to the box downstairs and she's like, "I hated you." And she puts it in there. She closes the lid, opens it up, and it's gone. She's fulfilled the first thing, the thing she hates. Now, I don't know why she hated him. Was he just an absolute dickhead, or was it just...
No, it wasn't that she hated him.
She hated the fact that he'd left.
No, she hated the religious portion.
She
She prayed to God all the time because he believed in God.
Oh, that's...
Because he was heavy religious, and that's his cross is what she hated.
Oh, okay.
Well, not the cross particularly, but what the cross
What it
represents.
represented, yeah.
Because
Okay.
she basically was like, "Why would you take this person? He believed in you. He prayed to you. Blah blah. You let him die." So that's
Gotcha.
what she really hated.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
But she has fulfilled part one, the thing she hated.
Part one.
Part 2.
Yeah. And then we move on to the thing she needs. The two things she needs.
No, it's just.
Well, they only
and
need
love.
one, but they trick her into two.
Yeah.
So at this point, she tries to leave the house. She She has like 4 locks. I'm assuming this is in like Queens or Brooklyn or something like that.
But you got to remember why she's trying to leave.
Because it's fucked up in this house right
No,
now.
if you remember, her friend called her.
Oh yeah, that's right. So
she has a friend who has a daughter.
Her best friend.
And she's like almost like an aunt to the daughter, you know. And she's like, "Why have you been calling me?" She's like, she gets a phone call from her. She's like, "Why?" She's like, "I told you not to call me this late. You called me like 10 times saying that there's something wrong with," I can't remember the daughter's name. Allie. Something wrong with Allie. Something's gonna happen to Allie. Why? She's like, "I called you," and she's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Why would you call me? I told you not to call me this late." And she's like, "Oh wait, you're coming out. You're pulling up outside right now." And she's like, "No." And she hangs up. Do not
let me in.
And she hangs up right before she can say that. So she goes to run to the door, and she's got like 8.
Yeah, she's got like a chain lock, 2 deadbolts, and like the actual handle.
And she undoes them all, and all of a sudden you hear, and she looks, and they're all redone.
Yep, she does it like twice.
Yeah, so she can't
even the chain
now.
lock is back to where it was.
You just hear it all.
Yep.
And it's like, what?
Wait a minute.
And then she's sitting in her living room. This movie loves mirrors because she has like full floor, ceiling to floor mirrors, like 4 panels, and you can see. She hears a voice saying, "Can you hear me, or do you know me," or whatever. She thinks it's coming from the mirror, so she looks at the mirror, and then she hears it coming from the other side, and then she turns. The reflection doesn't move. And then she finally figures it out that the person talking to her is the person in the mirror.
Which is basically her.
Yes. And so I think it's a metaphor for I'm the thing that you need to accept or something like that.
Sure.
Yeah, whatever. I don't think this movie gets that deep, but I don't know. Maybe it could. But either way, she's looking and talking. The mirror version of herself is yelling at her like, "Can you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying? You're going to die." And then she slams her head into the mirror. Another jump scare. Did not see that coming. What's real fun, though, if you look at the mirror after it's been broken, the dent goes into the mirror. It's not pushing outwards. Yeah. So it's like she herself slammed her head into the mirror. And then
So let me just say this before. This is the point of the movie where, even to me, it got creepy because it starts involving a little girl. Yeah, and little girls are some of the creepiest things in movies.
Oh, we're getting to the video, the TV.
Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about here in a bit. This is where it gets really eerie.
So she's trying to figure out what she needs to put into the box, and she's just like yelling into the mirror because her mirror self is still there, just like just doing her thing. Creepy as fuck. And she's just yelling like, "What do you want? Help me. What do you want me to put into the box?" She's just yelling. And this old 1970s 3-foot-long CRT TV just flips on. And then it's like home movies, basically. Mm-hmm. And it's like a little girl and a mom. I kind of got the impression it was either like supposed to be her as a young kid or like maybe Allie or something.
That's what I couldn't figure out if it was the Allie or her.
Yeah. But it looks like 1980s like home movies. Like someone shot this with a big old video camera back in the day. And they're doing that thing like this little piggy stayed home, this little piggy went to the market, and this one went wee all the way home.
Now let's rephrase that. It's a little girl saying it.
No, it's the mom who's saying it. She's doing it on the little girl's toes.
Yeah, but then later on the little girl starts saying it.
Yes.
This little piggy went to the market.
Stop it.
And then it starts like dubbing and repeating itself over and over, like over each other.
I should mention when she's talking with her mirror doppelganger, she's like, "You're going to die tonight," and she's like shoving like pruning shears into the mirror, and then when she slams her head into it, they're now in her hand. So just keep that in mind. She's holding a pair of pruning shears. So she's watching this video, and it's focusing on like, you know, this little piggy went to the market, this little piggy went all the way home. It's just looping and looping. And then it starts cutting to the little girl who's like laughing and cheering to having a bloody face. Like she ate toes, kind of like, and she's still singing the nursery rhyme, whatever, but it just cuts between her having fun and her just staring directly into the camera with a bloody mouth. Yeah, it's real chill vibes right now. And then she puts it together. She's holding the shears, and they're talking about toes on the TV. She's like, "Okay, let's do this." So she cuts off her pinky toe. By the way, worst toe to cut off. There is no joint. You don't want to have to try and clip through actual bone. Even though it's probably one of the smallest ones, you still don't want to have to do it. You want something with a knuckle that you can slice through. If you're ever going to do this, do not suggest you do it.
Yeah.
But
good PSA.
Yeah.
If you need to do it,
aim for the knuckle.
Yeah.
So she cuts off her pinky toe, puts it in the box, slams the lid, and then crawls to the kitchen where she keeps her first aid kit. That's fair enough. You want to put bandage and antiseptic on that thing until you can get to a hospital.
Safety first.
Yep. And then the monkey. The monkey I mentioned earlier. Subtitles say it's her mom. I don't know. It was a woman with... You remember in the first Jumanji when the little kid starts turning into the monkey? Mm-hmm. He gets all that like hair on his face and everything. That's what she looked like. And she starts saying, it's like... She's like, don't be so proud of yourself. That's not what we really wanted. You're going to die tonight. And she's like teleporting around the room, freaking her out. It's not the scariest thing in the movie, but it was definitely not the best part of the movie. The best part of the movie is when I saw the end credits. Go ahead and say that one.
It's over. Or is it?
I remember that years ago from Brad Paisley's song, When You're a Celebrity. So they have like a celebrity panel, and Captain Kirk was on there.
William Shatner.
William Shatner. And so he's like the judge on there, and he's like, so how'd you like the song? He's like, I like the end. He's like, oh, the chorus is... No, when the song was over, I love that. And you just see Brad Paisley just start crying.
That was the best part.
He's like, the end of the song? Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
So she figures out through the teleporting monkey mom that the toe is not what she needed to put in there. So she goes back, limping, obviously, into the living room. She's like, what do you want? You tricked me. You told me this is what you want. So the mirror reflection just puts up her right hand. No, it would have been her left. Either way, she puts on the glass and then she slides it down and one of the fingers disappears. And then it's just a blood streak of where the ring finger would be. So then she figures out, you tricked me. I fucking hate you. And then she takes the kitchen shears again. And once again, didn't go for a knuckle. She sliced through like straight up finger bone, which couldn't have been easy. I don't even think I could do it. And
It definitely wasn't easy in Saw.
And kudos to her, because she didn't have any kind of pain meds on
Yeah,
her. Or
no
anything.
she just screamed her way through it. This is why I get the volume down, because she screamed her head off.
Yep.
So she cuts off her finger, puts it in the box. The box is accepted phase 2, the thing she needs.
Yeah, because when the box accepts it, it disappears.
Yep.
Gotcha.
When you open the box back up and it's still there, it's saying, that's not what you wanted.
No.
We and I know when you lie.
Yep.
That's going to be a phrase that's going to be stuck in my head for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's going to be Patrick's next tattoo.
God, no. So,
Right, I was going to say right over the pentagram.
So with the thing she needs done, she's obviously in pure agony, so she bandages up her hand, but the front door opens. All the locks unlock, and it swings open. So she gets the hell out, obviously, and she goes over to her best friend's. Her name is Lorraine. Mm-hmm. So she goes inside the house. She's like, Lorraine, Allie, where are you? And you could, like, there's loud Christmas music playing. There's, like, garland with lights around the door. And I was like, I guess this is during Christmas time. And then you hear a muffled sound from Lorraine saying, hey, we're in here. Come on in. So she goes to find her. In here says, like, living room, but she sees stairs and just goes straight up. Okay, whatever. She's your best friend. Yeah. So she goes upstairs. She finds Lorraine in bed, like laying on her side. She turns her over, dead. Eyes wide open and black as the night. And then she goes to find the daughter, Allie, dead. In bed, eyes wide open, pearly white, just staring right at her. This is the point where I pause the video and go have a cigarette.
I reflect on life.
Reflect on life.
This movie is an hour and a half long, and it takes me another 3 hours to finish it. But let me tell this story. So I went outside to go have a cigarette, and there's a very nice older Hispanic couple that live on my floor. And the wife, in her like nightgown, clearly coming back from the trash chute, walking back towards her place. The only thing I thought of, I swear to God, if you turn around, I'm throwing hands. Like, I was like, I don't want to be this way to my very nice neighbors.
She'll turn around and be like, what's wrong, baby doll?
Yeah.
There's a fire
in her hand.
There's a fire extinguisher right to my right. I would have grabbed it and chucked.
See, we could have done it. It would have been like in the movie Tag, where they dress up like the lady. Just
Oh, yeah, the old lady.
We should have been standing outside his window. Just
I
when,
live on the
like-
4th floor.
So what?
How are you gonna get up there?
The elevator?
To my balcony? You have to go through my
No,
apartment.
you go out to the outside door. There's an outside door.
Yeah, but it doesn't connect to my
I'll
balcony.
jump it.
Okay. You
That's a
Olympian.
very long jump.
Yeah, no
fine.
shit.
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Anyway, go ahead.
But all right, so
We only got so much time.
so she finds the best friend and the daughter just straight up dead. I paused the video to go have a cigarette. I'm in my mind threatening a very sweet old lady, and I just get back and I was like, "No, I'm done. Tony and Gavin win this round. I will finish the movie so I can talk about it, but it will be during the daytime while I have a live stream of puppies just playing with toys."
So you cheated.
No, hold on. We're not
Okay.
done yet. So then I literally turned on all the lights in my apartment on, and then I grabbed a beer and a shot of whiskey, and I played a cozy little video game. And I was like, oh, this feels nice. This is glorious. And then I guess I had a little bit too much to drink, because about an hour and a half later to 2 hours, I was like, I'm not going to let these bastards win.
That liquid courage built up. Into
Yeah. Yep.
So I was like,
That's when he peed his pants.
which really, because I did finish the movie at this point, but if I had lasted like another 10 minutes, it doesn't actually get that much. There's like 1 or 2 more jump scares, and then it gets to the ending where it's not really that scary. So I was a little bit angry at myself. Like, if I just held on for like 10 more minutes.
Could have gotten through it.
Well, I did get through it.
I know.
But, you know, it
Could've
was
gotten through
also
it faster.
1:30 in the morning
Yeah.
when I decided to do this thing.
It could have been 10:30 or 11.
No, 11 is when I hit, you know what, I'm done with this.
Well, we only got about 25 minutes, so,
All right,
and
well-
we got to have some commentary after you're done. So
fair. All right,
let's
let's-
zip through it out.
All right, so she finds the mom and the daughter just straight up dead. And she's just like crying in the little girl's bedroom. Little girl just comes back alive and starts tormenting her. She gets like runes like just start appearing all over her face and arms, and she's attacking Dakota Johnson.
Fanny.
Fanning, thank you. I don't know why I said Johnson. And then, you know, just like the rest of this movie, she just like goes away. But she figures out the thing, because now she's on number 3, the thing that she loves. She cuts off a lock of the little girl's hair.
See, you're missing a big part of that because
I probably blocked it
She
out.
starts telling her in the little girl's voice, like, "Don't take my nose," or "You
Oh,
want to take
yeah.
my nose? You want to take my nose?" or something along those
You
lines.
want to gouge out my eyes or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Take my nose.
Yeah,
And
thanks.
you see her like looking at her face, and you're like, "Oh God, she's gonna do it. She's gonna cut that girl's nose off."
Yeah,
But
thanks
she
for
has
bringing back that memory. That's fun.
Like in Final Destination when they're like, they walk by the baby ward. Nah.
Yeah. Yep, it was like that. But she does take the hair
Yeah,
instead.
she takes a lock of the girl's hair because she does love this little girl. Like, she is her informal aunt. Like, so she puts the lock of hair and puts it in the box, and the lock of hair goes away. So she succeeded, and then a giant hand just comes out and pulls her face into the box. Why? Oh, it just does.
Yeah.
But then it clicks how she can survive the night. She needs to give the box to someone else. So this is now it's turning into The Ring. Is it The Ring? The one with the videotape in the well? Yeah,
Yeah.
The Ring. So now so she needs to give the box to someone else. So she's going up and down the street, just knocking on doors, and finally this, I don't know, 16, 17-year-old girl answers the door. Somewhere in there.
Somewhere, maybe older. It doesn't matter really,
Yeah.
but it's a girl at a house by
Yeah.
herself.
Yeah, and she's like, no, my parents are traveling. They'll be home tomorrow. And she's doing with the same thing the old lady did.
Yeah,
at
the roles are
beginning.
reversed now. Now she's all panicked. She's in this mode of like panic, and she's gone through the gambit. So she's like, I just need to call my friend. She lives right down the street. I don't have my phone. Can I please just come in? Like basically, as the other woman was begging to come in a
Yeah.
way.
And she does the same speech. She puts the box down, takes out the hourglass.
And the girl said it's her parents' house. She's like, and they're at a party right now. I don't know if they'd like me to let you in, but she eventually lets her in.
Yeah, and she does the same thing. She's like, you're going to die today. She gives the exact same speech. Puts the hourglass, and then she just leaves, and she says, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she at least apologized. Like, I'm sorry about this.
Yeah. And then she goes back home. And then I knew there was going to be at least one more thing that happened. Like, it can't be that easy. Sure, she doesn't know. She's sitting in front of the fireplace, and you could see a silhouette in the back. And I was like, fucking knew it. It's the old woman from the beginning of the movie, and she's holding the box, and she's straight up just like attacking Dakota Fanning with it. Like this is a fight for her life, and she is just going at it. And then Dakota Fanning stabs her with the kitchen shears, I believe.
Something like that.
Yeah, she just straight up murders this old woman. And that's pretty much her.
Yeah, because the old woman was attacking her, basically saying you were supposed to die.
Yeah.
So I think it's almost like they never really clearly explained, but I think it's almost like a loop. Like just getting rid of the box
Doesn't do
isn't
it.
fully enough.
Yeah.
That's what it insinuates. It never says that clearly, but because she was supposed to die.
Yeah, but she didn't. She figured she did all 3 tasks, and she figured out she needed to give the box to someone else. So Dakota Fanning, in self-defense, kills this woman, and then she wakes up. It's the next day. She didn't die that night. She survived. She goes outside. She notices that the neighbor who stabbed herself in the neck is taking out the garbage. She's alive and neck stabbed.
Yeah. She's alive and well.
Yeah.
Good health care coverage.
Yeah, right?
She had great health care.
And then she obviously goes over to Lorraine's to see Allie and, make sure everything's... They're both alive, playing happily in the yard. And Lorraine's like, hey, Polly, why don't you... That's her name, Polly. Why don't you come in? We're doing breakfast. She's like, I'll be there in a minute. And she goes to check on the girl that she gave the box to. And she's like, are you okay? Is everything all right? She's like, yeah, it's fine. My parents are at the store. They'll be back in a minute. She's like, okay, I'm just, glad everything's all right.
Well, she doesn't remember anything. Or she claims to not remember anything.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
She's like, well, what about... She's like, what are you talking about? Like, she doesn't know who she is. Or she's playing like she doesn't know who
Right.
she is.
Yeah. And then Polly is like, okay, have a good one. And goes back to... That's where Polly's story ends. And then just before the movie ends, it cuts to the inside the house with the girl. It's written in blood on the wall, don't tell anyone. And then it pans to see her parents stabbed to death.
Oh, it's like they tell lies.
Yeah.
This and that. Well, it first cuts through the girl's missing a couple fingers.
Yep, she's missing her
Or
pinky.
finger. Yeah, she's bandaged up. So she's got that, and then it pans over, and her parents are dead on the side.
Yep. And then...
Don't trust anyone. They tell lies and
Yeah.
stuff, and don't tell anybody.
And then so you learn that the cycle is now continuing, but you don't know if this girl's going to figure out that she needs to give the box to someone else.
At least she has it during the day.
Yeah.
She's going through
Yeah.
the psychosis in midday. It's like, okay.
And then the movie ends. If there is a post-credit scene, I did not see it.
Because I love you, my baby.
But this movie was genuinely terrifying, and I broke my own personal rule. Like because I wanted to give this recap the attention it deserves. I was like, I had one beer when I was watching. Like that's all I planned on having.
Okay.
And then yeah, and then
Chill.
and then that movie happened.
The first 45 minutes happened.
I made it to the first hour and 30 seconds.
Hour and 30 seconds. Okay.
And then I was willing to let you guys win. And then Little Liquid Courage kicked in. And it's like, nope, they're watching
I'm
Hallmark
not going to let
movies.
them beat me.
Yep. At 1:30 in the morning, I finished that movie. Half drunk.
Yeah.
I'm coming over to Tony's place, and we were watching one Hallmark movie.
When you were both watching separate movies. Shit, I went through. You're glad I'm not upping that to 2.
This was your idea.
Yeah.
It's true.
This was all your idea. 100%
I'm
your
trying
idea.
to figure out if watching both It movies would have been better than this one movie.
No, actually, I don't think it would have.
I don't think
Like I said, the new It is obviously clearly there's some differences. There's
Yeah.
a little more jump scare stuff to the new ones. Obviously better special effects.
Yeah, well, the first
But
one
you
was a
know the-
made-for-TV movie.
You know the basic story though, so
Yeah.
it would have been like the story would have been a surprise to
Right.
you. I mean, they added a couple more elements that the other miniseries didn't get a chance to touch on, but that's about it. This one is brand new,
Brand new IP.
brand new stuff, brand new box, new fingers cut off, new toes cut off, new creepy little girls singing to you
With bloody
about
faces.
about little piggies and stuff, and but yeah, no, it's. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Who the fuck said I enjoyed this movie? I enjoyed the video game and alcohol intermission. That's what I enjoyed.
We're
It's-
so glad you enjoyed
The
that.
Halloween season, you're supposed to have some kind of momentary scare, fear,
Yeah, an
heart
hour and a half
attack,
long.
Yeah.
stroke.
Don't be such a baby.
Yeah.
I did my
All of a sudden, the lights go off and that movie pops on and a box shows up in front of you. Oh, man, I could have rigged this thing up so beautifully today.
Son of a bitch!
Would burn your apartment to the ground.
I'd burn mine.
I should have had Doug come over here early and like come out of the closet like while we were
Patrick! Ah!
You know, because the breaker box is in my room,
Yeah.
so he could have been in there behind the door, shutting all the lights off, and then all of a sudden that music comes on. Then he comes walking through, and next thing you know,
I'm walking out that door.
he has it rigged to where my TV pops on with the little kids singing Little Piggy stuff. And,
He's got some whiteout contacts.
But no, that is vicious. Genuinely terrifying.
I didn't know if you were giving him the title or how you felt about it.
The answer is yes.
That is vicious.
Definitely yes.
I'm giving the title, but I think you can hear in the inflections of my voice. I fucking hated that movie.
It's fun for the holiday season.
If you like being scared, it's a goddamn riot.
That's really all I thought it had to it. It had jump scare stuff. Like it had.
But it also had the music design in this movie was fantastic because the music that was playing in the background, the subtitle said ominous music starts playing or ominous music intensifies. Like, no shit, subtitles, I can hear that. Thank you.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Yeah, thanks, subtitle man.
But the music.
What asshole was sitting in a dark room having to type this out to come on the
I think it's
closed
copy and paste at this point.
caption? Probably. It's ChatGPT.
Actually, it's AI stuff, man.
But no, the music it was really well done because it did help with the intensity and the creep factor.
Well, and the phone's ringing because
Yeah.
they would do like multiple ones where multiple phones are ringing at once, or it was the same phone, just they kept dubbing it like slightly over. So it was like it would all ring at the same time, but on a different time scale. So it'd be like a few seconds, so it'd almost be like a repeat ring,
Right.
But it overlap, like you're hearing 7 different rings at once.
Yeah. I'm still not sure if like that 50s music was chosen because it's just creepy as hell or it was out of copyright and the production team didn't have to pay for the rights.
Well, it seems certain movies have a way to pick a song, like if you remember in the movie Fallen with Denzel Washington about the fallen angel, Azazel, the serial killer. And they always had that time is on my side. Yes, it is. If you remember. So it always seems like older music
And-
like that has a kind of a creep factor to it.
Yeah.
And Jeepers Creepers, too.
Jeepers.
Creepers.
I believe it or
Where'd
not,
you
I've
get
seen the
those
first one with
peepers?
just so long, but that's it.
But
I don't know. I don't know how he got to that point in his career, but he does do a good scary movie
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
horror film.
Yeah.
I liked him in New Girl. I thought his character in that show was hilarious.
Tusk.
Tusk is where it's at.
Rather rewatch that fucking movie.
The better version of Human Centipede.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Like in Human Centipede, where those actors signed on to be in that movie.
Yeah. What about the ones that signed on to be in part 2 and 3?
Oh, jeez.
Because the centipede kept getting longer. In the first one, it was just 3 people. But the second one, it was like 30 people. And in the third one, it was like 150 something people.
Well, hey,
Yeah. Good luck to that.
yeah. But no, that was my scary movie I've watched this season.
Welcome, Vicious. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. If you like jump scares, if you like horror, if you like suspense, if you
Probably
like
should have said this-
sinister.
I probably should have said this at the beginning of the episode, but spoilers. If you haven't seen it, you now know the ending.
Yes.
We'll
very-
put it on the title.
Yes.
Spoilers.
But you know what they're going to do now? It's just going to be Vicious 2.
Oh, it's doing,
Especially the way they left
I know
that open.
so many people that have seen this movie, me now included. It's going to get a sequel. It's
And
probably
it's-
doing so well for
Then
Paramount
it's going to
right
be Sid Vicious.
Sid Vicious.
now. Does that mean it stars Sid from Toy Story?
Yes.
All right.
That's what we're talking
Sid
about.
Vicious.
The new puppet master.
You're going to bring back the original voice actor from the movie?
We see everything.
We and I know when you lie.
Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. What else are you doing for Halloween season? What's going on? What are you doing?
Well, I have a Halloween golf tournament today that I did not know needed a costume for, so I've got about 30 minutes after this to grab one.
Go as a podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a podcast guy, bro.
I was telling to go as an actual professional golfer.
Yeah. They know that's a fail.
Yeah.
I'm Tiger Woods, bitch. Check out my waitresses.
What about the rest of the week? What are you doing on actual Halloween? Any
I don't know.
Halloween
I don't have any plans. But like I said, I didn't do it all through October, but I did go through the Conjuring movies. And those were actually really good. So I started with The Nun. So I think The Nun comes in the second Conjuring, maybe. But it's technically the first because it's in the 50s. So it's technically the first part.
It's like how
of
Captain America, the
Yeah.
first Avengers,
Yeah.
technically, chronologically the first
exactly.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I did was I looked up the how to watch them. You know, if you want to watch them in release order or chronologically how they come out. So The Nun was actually kind of my favorite story of it. So it was in this monastery kind of like mansion-esque, like basically a castle in France. And this guy was doing in the, like before, I don't know, like early Christendom, like 1200, 1300, something like that. He was doing like this demonic worship and trying to bring forth a demon into the world. And then the Crusader Knights come in and they actually stop the guy. And they end up sealing the rift with the blood of Christ. They have a holy relic. So they put a drop of the blood of Christ in there, and it seals the area where he was trying to pull a demon into the world. Well, fast forward several hundred years. Now it's World War II, and France is getting bombed into the oblivion, and this has been converted into a convent now. The bombing cracks the seal, and it becomes open again. So the demon can't come out fully, but it ends up taking the form of a
Sister
nun,
Mary.
of a nun, because it was a convent now. So that it basically wanted to transform and become the thing, bring what they thought was their hope and guidance, and turn it into fear. And so the movie is what happens is this guy reports a nun who has died. The place is completely creepy as hell. So they send a father and another nun. I can't remember the title of it. She hasn't taken her vows yet.
So pre-nun.
Yeah, I can't remember
There is
the
a specific term,
that
but
they
I can't
give.
remember what it is.
Yeah, so she doesn't have the full-on bodice and everything, but she's, she hasn't taken her final vows. And they go there, and they think that they're or conversating with all these. There's like 6 nuns that are still there. Turns out all of them were already dead. And it was just the demon basically trying to buy time before he could. He's basically trying to, as more lives that he takes is like, or that it takes, the stronger he gets and widens that gap of the of the crack that was in the over the seal. So they end up also, so in there they find the Holy Relic room because they still had the relic of the blood of Christ in there. And the demon tries to take over the final, the father gave her vows. So they go down into the depths to go seal the room. It's been flooded now. And the demon comes out as the nun and tries to, take her over. And then she spits the blood out in her face, and then the demon bursts into flames and blah. And the crevice seals up because it hits in the water, and all the water soaks down into the crate. It was a really cool story.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yes, jump scares all over the place. 100%.
I remember what the poster looked like for that movie.
At one point, the father gets like buried alive, and the nun. So out in the courtyard, and they preface the story beforehand. So it was like in the times during the plague, like they would, if you were suspected or if you had died or whatever, they didn't take any chances. They just buried you. And so what they did was they ran a string to a bell on top, and if you weren't dead, you would pull the bell to signal them that you're not dead, and they would bring it up. So there's another scene of her like going through the graveyard, and all the bells start ringing. Yeah, it's a good, like I like the story part on it, the historical value of it. But it was that was probably my favorite of the series that I went through.
Nice. What about you, Mr. Tone? What are you doing for Halloween?
Don't you? It may scare some children.
I was gonna say don't say scare little kids.
Open up and be like, this will be your life in 35 years.
Funny story from work, and I'm not going to oust who said it, but it was just perfect timing on there. So we had a Halloween party at work on Friday, and they were bringing in so like 4:30 kids were getting there, and then they were getting pizza at 5. And one of the guys I work with, he goes, "Oh, so we can take some home?" And everyone was like, and he goes, the pizza. But it was just like that perfect timing of like, yeah, the kids will be here at 4:30, pizza's at 5. Oh, so we can take some home. And I was like, hey, I was wondering why you drove a white van in today and said free Pokemon.
Good save, man. Good save.
Yeah, the pizza.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on this year. I mean, it's on a Friday, so that's fun. No, I'll definitely at some point be at home watching whatever scary movie. I've been watching a lot of them lately anyway. Went back through the continuation newer Screams, the 2 newer ones, the 2022 and 23 three ones with Jenna Ortega.
Yeah.
Not bad. I mean, I like going back to the original because that was a masterpiece.
That's what I did. Well,
Rose McGowan's a masterpiece in that movie.
Samsung TV did. They had a channel where they were doing like the Screen Factor, and they went through. This was earlier, up until the 13th, but they did through all the Friday the 13th movies.
Okay.
So yeah, that was what I was talking about. Like last week when I was like, oh, I forgot Kevin Bacon's in the first first Friday the 13th movie.
Well, luckily with the Plex, it basically has every Hellraiser, every Friday the 13th, every Halloween, every nightmare, all the big name classics, the Screams and all that stuff.
Hellraiser wasn't really around any kind of holiday though. It just happened when it happened.
No, but horror movie.
Oh
maybe
yeah.
For the season,
Yeah,
that's all.
Touche.
Because it was Nightmare on Elm Street. Really, it was not really anything special. Just
Yeah.
time to kill the kids. The kids from their parents killed
Right.
me.
And see a Barbie doll rip through a window.
Yeah, you like that.
Yeah, that was funny.
And technically Friday the 13th was in the summer because it was always at a summer camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was Jason's birthday.
Killer mommy.
But yeah, I don't know exactly what I may do or not do. I'll definitely be here eventually in the
When
evening.
does Welcome to Derry come out? Is it the
That's
end?
the 26th, so it should be.
Today.
So it's it's out.
But guess what? Somebody lost Max. This guy.
My Max works perfect.
Yeah, yours does. Well, good for you, Marty. But that might be something that Rob may be able to get for me.
Yeah.
So I'll just kind of wait and see.
Yeah, because he pulled off Alien.
He would.
He pulled off Alien.
Yeah.
And Gen V.
Yep.
And Tulsa King. I'm
Which
waiting
I liked that. I like that.
Yeah, I still haven't seen this new season.
Oh, it's good.
Which one of Gen V?
Gen V.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, he's currently uploading all of when it airs the Tulsa King show.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting
yeah.
because I've watched the first 2 seasons, and when he's done with that third one, I'm just gonna binge it. It's Stallone. He's doing a great job, but you definitely need to turn on subtitles with some of these episodes. Yeah, pretty much.
Boy, it's just a little punch drunk.
With no love. But we are almost out of time. We only got a couple minutes left, but just a couple of quick updates. So we do have an interview next week
We need to watch that movie.
with another director. So we're looking forward to speaking to them. I'll give you a little more details on that
we
offline.
got the screener already for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then in 2 weeks,
Pencil
we're
Gator.
going to be at the Animation Film Festival.
That's right.
So we'll be doing that. So we'll be having our normal recordings. We'll be doing like what we did at Sunscreen, and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll see how much content we get from this, and maybe able to take a small holiday hiatus.
a mini vacay.
Yeah, we can get Thanksgiving off this year.
But you never know. So we got a lot of stuff going on. The holidays are literally in motion now because we are only about 5 days from Halloween, and then after that it's just a
Mariah
Thanksgiving,
Carey
Christmas,
every
New Year's Eve.
freaking day.
yeah. So we'll be definitely gearing up for the holiday seasons. We'll have holiday episodes. We'll have all this other fun stuff, and we'll keep you updated onto all the new things that are coming up. But before then, happy Halloween to everybody. Go out and have a spooktacular day, spooktacular evening, and just enjoy yourself. So for movie
But
talk,
safely.
yeah.
Nothing you two can scare me right now. I am desensitized.
All right, guys. For movie talks and chill, happy Halloween. We are your hosts. I'm Tony Serrato.
I'm Gavin Buds.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, guys. Take care.